Welcome to Timeless Bedtime Tales. Tonight, let us gently step into a quiet, ordinary evening, the kind that feels familiar and safe, the kind where nothing needs to happen and nowhere needs to be reached. Imagine a small, cozy house resting peacefully as evening settles in. Outside, a soft rain begins to fall, not hurried, not heavy, just a steady, comforting rhythm tapping against the roof and the windows, as if the night itself is breathing slowly. Inside the house, the lights are warm and low, casting a gentle glow across the room, and everything feels unhurried, wrapped in calm. The rain continues outside, each drop landing softly, sliding down the glass in slow trails. The air inside feels warm and still, carrying a faint scent of tea and clean linens. Somewhere in the kitchen, a kettle has just finished warming, not whistling loudly, just resting now, having done its job. A cup sits waiting on the counter, steam rising slowly, curling into the quiet air before fading away. There is no rush to drink it. It will be there when it is time. In the living room, a comfortable chair rests near the window, angled just right to watch the rain without feeling the chill. A soft blanket lies folded over the armrest, its fabric thick and familiar. When it is lifted and placed gently across the lap, it feels grounding, warm, and reassuring, like a quiet promise that nothing else is required for the rest of the night. The rain continues its steady rhythm, tapping softly, evenly, without change. Outside, the sky is dark but not heavy, clouds drifting slowly, carrying the rain across the quiet neighborhood. Street lights glow faintly through the mist, their light softened by the falling rain. Occasionally, a car passes far away, its sound muted and distant, blending into the background and then disappearing again. Inside the house, everything remains still, peaceful, and undisturbed. A book rests on a nearby table, already open to a familiar page. The words are known, comforting, and there is no need to follow every sentence. The eyes move slowly across the lines, not reading so much as resting. If the page turns, it does so quietly, carefully, so the calm of the room remains unbroken. The rain outside keeps time, a gentle metronome for the evening, steady and reliable. The clock on the wall moves forward, one soft second at a time, though it hardly matters. Time feels stretched and gentle here, as if it has decided to slow down along with everything else. The lamp beside the chair glows softly, its light warm and inviting, casting gentle shadows that barely move. The room feels enclosed in comfort, protected from the outside world by walls, windows, and the steady curtain of rain. In the kitchen, everything is clean and settled. Dishes rest neatly in place, countertops clear and quiet. There is nothing left to prepare, nothing left to finish. The day has already given all that it needed to give, and now it has stepped aside, allowing the night to take over. The rain seems to understand this, falling without urgency, as though it too is settling in for rest. Back by the window, the rain patterns shift slightly, droplets merging and separating as they slide downward. Watching them feels soothing, almost hypnotic. There is no need to follow any single drop. They come and go on their own, just as thoughts can. If a thought drifts in, it is allowed to pass through gently, without being held, without needing attention. The rain remains, steady and constant. The blanket is adjusted once more, tucked a little closer, adding to the sense of warmth. The tea is finally lifted, held between both hands for a moment, letting the warmth seep in. A slow sip, unhurried, comforting. The cup is placed back down, exactly where it belongs, ready for another sip later, or perhaps not at all. Either way is fine. There is no schedule to follow now. Outside, the rain continues to wash the streets, the rooftops, the quiet gardens. Leaves glisten under the soft glow of the streetlights, and puddles form slowly, reflecting the blurred lights above them. The world feels freshly rinsed, calm, and peaceful. Inside, the house remains a sanctuary of stillness, each sound softened by distance and rain. The chair supports the body comfortably, allowing muscles to relax, shoulders to drop, breathing to slow. Each breath comes easily, in and out, matching the gentle pace of the rain. Inhale, slow and steady. Exhale, just as calm. The body seems to understand that it is safe to rest now, that nothing more is expected of it tonight. As the evening deepens, the rain does not stop, but it grows even softer, as if it is settling into the night along with everything else. The lamp's light feels dimmer now, or perhaps the eyes are simply growing heavier. The book remains open, but its words no longer matter. The room hums quietly with comfort and warmth. And in this small, cozy house, with rain falling steadily outside and calm filling every corner inside, the night continues gently onward, inviting rest, inviting ease, inviting sleep to arrive naturally, slowly, exactly when it is ready to do so. The rain carries on outside, a soft and familiar presence, like a gentle companion that has no intention of leaving anytime soon. It taps lightly against the roof, slides along the windows, and settles into the quiet rhythm of the night. Inside the house, the air feels heavier in the most comforting way, filled with warmth and stillness, as though the walls themselves are holding everything in a calm embrace. The chair by the window feels even more comfortable now, as if it has slowly adjusted to support the body perfectly. The blanket rests without weight, warm but breathable, allowing relaxation to deepen naturally. Breathing becomes slower without effort, each inhale smooth and unforced, each exhale long and releasing. The sound of rain gently fills the pauses between breaths, steady and reassuring. Somewhere in the house, the soft hum of electricity is barely noticeable, blending into the background like a distant whisper. The lamp continues to glow, though its light seems softer now, spreading gently across the room and fading into shadows that feel safe and familiar. Nothing shifts suddenly. Nothing interrupts the calm. The night moves forward quietly, at its own pace. Outside, the rain gathers along the edges of the roof before dropping softly to the ground below. Each drop lands without urgency, joining others that came before it. The garden rests quietly, leaves glistening, soil dark and rich with moisture. Everything outside is being gently cared for by the rain, nourished and soothed, just as the calm inside the house cares for the body and mind. The cup of tea sits nearby, still warm, its steam now faint and slow. If another sip is taken, it is small and mindful, more about warmth than taste. The cup returns to its place with a quiet motion, the soft sound barely noticeable. Hands relax again, fingers loosening naturally, resting comfortably without tension. Thoughts, if they appear, drift in gently, like clouds passing across a distant sky. They are not held, not followed. They move through slowly and fade away, leaving behind open space and quiet. The steady rain makes it easy to let go, its consistent rhythm offering something simple to return to whenever the mind wanders. The clock continues its slow progress, though its ticking is barely audible now. Time feels unimportant here, stretched and softened by the quiet of the evening. Minutes blend into one another without edges. The night does not rush. It allows everything to unwind gradually, naturally. In another room, curtains hang still, unmoving, their fabric heavy and comforting. The floors are cool beneath the air, the walls steady and secure. The house feels grounded, settled into the earth beneath it, listening to the rain just as patiently as everything else. It feels like a place that understands rest. Outside, the rain shifts slightly, sometimes softer, sometimes just a touch stronger, but always gentle. It never demands attention. It simply exists, steady and calm, a sound that has always been there, long before this night and long after it passes. The world feels timeless in this moment, unchanging and peaceful. Back by the window, the patterns of rain become slower to notice, less distinct, as the eyes grow heavier. Watching is no longer necessary. The sound alone is enough now, wrapping the room in a quiet blanket of rhythm. The body sinks a little deeper into the chair, muscles loosening further, supported fully. Breathing aligns effortlessly with the rain again. Inhale, slow and deep. Exhale, long and gentle. Each breath feels like it carries away any remaining tension, leaving behind ease and comfort. There is nothing to solve, nothing to plan, nothing to remember. The night holds everything safely. The lamp's glow feels distant now, softened even more as eyelids grow heavier. The room seems to blur at the edges, not disappearing, just becoming less important. The steady rain remains clear and present, a constant anchor in the quiet. Outside, puddles ripple softly as drops continue to fall, their surfaces smooth and reflective. The neighborhood sleeps, lights dimmed, movement stilled. Even the rain seems mindful of the quiet, falling without disturbance, without hurry. Inside the house, everything rests together in harmony, the furniture, the air, the light, the warmth. The day feels far away now, like something that happened long ago. Only this moment exists, calm and unbroken. And as the rain continues its gentle song outside, the night deepens further, inviting the body to rest completely, inviting the mind to drift freely, slowly, comfortably, carried by the steady rhythm of rain and the quiet safety of this cozy, ordinary evening. The rain remains constant, never asking for attention, simply existing as a soft presence that fills the night. It settles into the background so naturally that it feels as though it has always been there, like a familiar memory gently resurfacing. Inside the house, the warmth feels deeper now, more enveloping, as if the quiet itself has weight, resting gently over every surface. The chair no longer feels separate from the body resting in it. Support and comfort blend together, allowing everything to soften without effort. The blanket stays in place, warm and reassuring, rising and falling slightly with each slow breath. There is no need to adjust it anymore. Everything is already just right. The window shows only faint reflections now, blurred lights and soft shadows shaped by the rain. The outside world feels distant and unimportant, muted by water and darkness. The sound of rain is smoother here, flowing rather than tapping, a continuous hush that smooths the edges of thought. Breathing becomes even quieter, almost unnoticed. Inhale, gentle and easy. Exhale, long and releasing. The space between breaths grows wider, calmer, more restful. With every exhale, the body sinks further into comfort, letting go of small tensions that no longer need to be held. Somewhere nearby, the house settles with a soft creak, a natural sound that blends seamlessly into the night. It is not startling, only reassuring, a reminder that everything here is solid and safe. The walls stand quietly, the roof steady above, listening patiently to the rain. The lamp's light feels dimmer now, though it has not changed. It is simply less necessary. Shadows stretch softly across the room, gentle and still. Nothing moves suddenly. Nothing asks for attention. The room feels like it is holding its breath, not in anticipation, but in peaceful rest. Outside, rain gathers in the gutters and drips slowly, rhythmically, each sound spaced comfortably apart. The street beyond remains empty, quiet, washed clean. The night feels wide and calm, as though it could stretch on forever without changing. Thoughts arrive less frequently now. When they do, they feel distant, faint, like echoes rather than voices. They pass through easily, dissolving into the steady sound of rain. There is no effort required to let them go. They simply fade, leaving behind stillness. The cup of tea remains untouched now, cooling gently, no longer needed. The warmth it offered has already settled in, spreading quietly through the body. Hands rest comfortably, fingers loose and relaxed, no tension left to release. The clock continues to move forward, but its sound has faded entirely into the background. Time no longer feels linear here. Moments blend softly together, forming a single, calm stretch of night. There is nowhere else to be, no other moment that needs attention. The rain softens even further, becoming almost silky in sound, like fabric brushing gently against itself. It feels closer now, more intimate, as if it is falling just for this quiet house, just for this moment of rest. The eyes grow heavier, lids lowering naturally without being asked. The room blurs at the edges, details fading gently. The chair, the lamp, the window all remain present, but they no longer require awareness. The rain is enough. The warmth is enough. Breathing slows again, settling into a deep, steady rhythm. Each breath feels nourishing, restoring. The body feels supported from every side, held by the chair, the blanket, the still air. There is a sense of being gently anchored, safe and unbothered. Outside, water flows slowly along the ground, finding its way naturally, without resistance. It does not hurry. It does not pause. It simply moves where it needs to go. Inside, the The same ease begins to take hold, thoughts flowing away, awareness drifting softly. The night feels deep now, rich with quiet. The rain continues its patient work, washing, calming, smoothing the world. Inside the house, rest deepens further, wrapping everything in calm. And in this small, cozy space, with rain falling endlessly outside and warmth surrounding every breath, the mind drifts gently, effortlessly, floating towards sleep, carried softly by the steady rhythm of rain and the peaceful stillness of the night. The rain keeps falling, unbroken and gentle, as though it has settled into a promise to stay through the night. It no longer feels like something happening outside, but something that has become part of the quiet itself. Each soft sound blends into the next, forming a smooth, continuous flow that carries the evening forward without edges or interruptions. Inside the house, the air feels thicker with calm. The warmth has spread evenly now, resting in the walls, the floor, the furniture. Nothing feels cool or sharp. Everything feels softened by time and stillness. The body resting in the chair feels fully supported, as if the house itself is sharing the responsibility of holding it, allowing every muscle to release completely. Breathing is slow and steady, almost silent. The chest rises gently, then falls, with no effort at all. Each breath feels deeper than the last, reaching places that have been tight all day and loosening them without thought. The space between breaths feels wide and peaceful, filled only with the sound of rain. The window no longer draws attention. The blurred lights outside have faded into darkness, and the rain on the glass is now just a soft hush. The world beyond the walls feels far away, wrapped in water and night. There is nothing outside that needs to be noticed. Everything important is already here, in this quiet room. The lamp continues to glow softly, but its presence is barely registered now. The light feels distant, like something seen through closed eyes. Shadows remain still, unmoving, resting in place. The room feels suspended in time, as though it has paused just long enough for rest to deepen fully. A sense of heaviness settles in, not uncomfortable, but grounding. The body feels pleasantly weighted, anchored, as if sinking gently into the chair. Arms rest easily, shoulders drop further, the jaw loosens. The face smooths into a natural, peaceful expression, free of effort or tension. The rain outside shifts again, just slightly, becoming a little softer, a little slower. Drops land and spread quietly, merging into one another, creating a sound that feels continuous rather than separate. It is easy to imagine the rain falling everywhere at once, surrounding the house, protecting it in a soft, moving veil. Thoughts are rare now. When one appears, it feels distant and faint, like a sound heard from another room. It does not ask to be followed. It fades quickly, dissolving into the rhythm of rain and breath. The mind feels open and quiet, with nothing to hold on to and nothing to resist. The blanket rises and falls gently with each breath, its weight comforting and familiar. The fabric feels soft against the skin, a reminder of warmth and safety. There is no need to move, no need to adjust. Everything has found its most comfortable position. The house remains still, listening. Occasionally, a faint sound of rain moving along the roof or gutter drifts in, then blends back into silence. The walls remain steady, the ceiling calm, the floor grounded. The entire space feels settled, as though it too is resting. Outside, the rain continues to nourish the earth quietly, soaking into soil, collecting in small pools, washing the world clean without being noticed. Inside, the same gentle cleansing seems to happen, as the last bits of tension and awareness slowly dissolve. The sense of time fades even further. There is no awareness of minutes or hours now, only this continuous stretch of calm. The night feels endless in the most comforting way, offering as much rest as is needed, without limit. Breathing remains slow and deep, each inhale filling the body with calm, each exhale releasing anything left behind. The rhythm feels natural and unchanging, matching the rain perfectly, as though they have found a shared pace. The eyes are fully at rest now, heavy and relaxed, lids closed without effort. The room exists only as a feeling, warmth, quiet, safety. The details no longer matter. The rain remains, steady and soothing, carrying the night forward. And in this cozy house, wrapped in gentle rain and deep stillness, rest settles completely, softly, naturally, allowing sleep to deepen further and further, held gently by the endless rhythm of rain and the quiet comfort of the night. The rain continues without pause, a soft and steady presence that feels endless and comforting. It no longer sounds like individual drops, but like a single, flowing sound, smooth and continuous, filling the night with calm. Inside the house, the stillness deepens even more, settling into every corner, every quiet space between breaths. The body feels completely at ease now, resting without effort. There is a gentle heaviness in the arms and legs, a pleasant sense of being grounded and supported. Muscles that were once holding tension have let go entirely, melting into comfort. There is nothing left to adjust, nothing left to release. Everything has already softened. Breathing remains slow and deep, moving naturally, rhythmically. Each inhale feels cool and refreshing, each exhale warm and soothing. The breath flows easily, like the rain outside, unforced and steady. The space between breaths feels wide and peaceful, filled with nothing but quiet. The house remains silent and secure, its presence steady and reassuring. The walls feel thick and protective, the roof strong and calm as rain slides gently over it. The windows hold the warmth inside, keeping the night outside where it belongs. Everything feels balanced, settled, safe. The lamp's glow feels like a distant memory now, its warmth still present but its light no longer noticed. Shadows blur together, edges softening until the room feels like a single, gentle space rather than separate objects. The chair, the blanket, the air all seem to blend into one continuous feeling of comfort. Outside, the rain moves across the ground quietly, forming small streams that follow their own natural paths. It does not rush or resist, it simply flows. The sound remains constant, smooth, soothing, like a lullaby without words. It feels timeless, as though it has always existed and always will. The mind feels open and empty now, free of images, free of thought. There is no effort to think or remember. Awareness drifts softly, lightly, like floating on calm water. Nothing pulls attention away. Nothing interrupts the calm. The warmth of the house feels deeper, more enveloping, as if it is gently wrapping around the body. The blanket rests comfortably, its weight reassuring, rising and falling slightly with each breath. The sensation of touch feels distant but soothing, just enough to remind the body that it is safe and supported. The rain outside grows even softer, as if it too is slowing down, settling into the deepest part of the night. Its sound smooths out further, becoming a gentle hush that fills the background completely. There are no sharp sounds, no sudden changes, only continuity and ease. Time feels completely dissolved now. There is no sense of before or after, only this ongoing moment of rest. The night stretches gently, offering as much space as needed. There is nowhere else to go, nothing else to be aware of. Breathing continues effortlessly, slow and steady, perfectly in sync with the rain. Each breath feels nourishing, restoring. The body feels heavy and relaxed, sinking fully into rest. The mind drifts freely, without direction, without purpose. Outside, the world sleeps under the rain, streets quiet, lights dim, movement stilled. Inside, the house rests just as deeply, holding its calm without effort. Everything exists in harmony, wrapped in quiet and darkness. The sound of rain becomes the only clear sensation now, a soft, continuous presence guiding everything gently downward into deeper rest. It carries awareness slowly, smoothly, like a gentle current moving towards sleep. And in this small, cozy house, with rain falling endlessly outside and warmth holding steady inside, rest deepens further still, allowing sleep to settle fully, quietly, and naturally, carried onward by the soft, unbroken rhythm of rain and the peaceful stillness of the night. The rain remains steady and gentle, a continuous veil of sound that feels woven into the night itself. It no longer feels like weather, but like a soft atmosphere that surrounds everything, inside and out. Each moment blends into the next without edges, without interruption, allowing the quiet to deepen naturally. Inside the house, the warmth feels settled and complete, as though it has found its perfect balance. The air is still and calm, resting gently against the skin. The body feels fully supported now, heavy in the most comforting way, as if gravity itself has softened. Arms and legs rest without awareness, shoulders loose, the neck relaxed, the face smooth and peaceful. Breathing flows slowly and evenly, almost unnoticed. Inhale, calm and deep. Exhale, long and releasing. The rhythm feels automatic, effortless, matching the steady fall of rain outside. Each breath carries a sense of ease, as though the body knows exactly what to do and needs no guidance. The room feels distant now, not gone, but softened. The chair, the blanket, the lamp exist only as sensations, warmth, support, comfort. Shapes and edges blur into a single feeling of safety. The house seems to breathe quietly along with the rain, settled and content. Outside, the rain continues to move gently across rooftops and streets, washing everything evenly. Water gathers, flows, and disappears without being noticed. There is no urgency in its movement, no destination to reach. It simply exists in its own calm rhythm, steady and reassuring. The mind feels quiet and spacious, free of images, free of direction. Thoughts have slowed to the point of stillness, no longer foaming or fading, simply absent. Awareness drifts gently, like floating in warm water, supported from all sides, needing no effort to stay afloat. The blanket rises and falls faintly with each breath, its weight constant and comforting. The sensation of touch is distant but soothing, like a gentle reminder that everything is held and secure. There is no desire to move, no need to adjust. The body has found rest completely. The sound of rain smooths further, becoming a soft, even hush that fills every pause. It feels closer now, as if it is falling just beyond the walls, just beyond the roof, close enough to be felt but never intrusive. The sound remains unchanged, dependable and calm. Time feels entirely irrelevant here. There is no sense of how long the night has lasted or how much remains. The moment stretches gently, endlessly, without beginning or end. The night feels vast and peaceful, offering unlimited space for rest. Breathing continues at its own pace, slow and deep, each breath nourishing and grounding. The body feels warm and heavy, settled deeply into stillness. The mind floats quietly, with no thoughts to follow and no awareness to hold. Outside, the world rests under the rain, softened and quiet. Inside, the house remains a sanctuary of warmth and calm, undisturbed by the night. Everything feels aligned, balanced, at ease. The rain's rhythm remains the only clear sensation, guiding awareness gently downward, deeper into rest. It carries the night forward without effort, without change, steady and constant. And in this quiet, cozy house, wrapped in endless rain and deep warmth, rest continues to deepen naturally, allowing sleep to hold gently and securely, carried on and on by the soft, unbroken sound of rain and the peaceful stillness of the night. The rain continues to fall in the same gentle way, unchanging, dependable, like a soft curtain drawn across the night. It feels as though the world has settled into this sound and decided to stay here for a while. Nothing interrupts it. Nothing needs to. The rain simply exists, steady and calm, filling the darkness with a quiet sense of continuity. Inside the house, the stillness feels complete. The warmth has settled into every surface, every space, as though the house itself has relaxed. The air feels smooth and comforting, resting lightly against the skin. The body remains heavy and supported, fully at rest, no longer aware of individual muscles or movement. Everything feels unified, calm, and still. Breathing flows quietly, almost imperceptibly now. Each inhale arrives on its own, slow and gentle. Each exhale drifts out just as softly, carrying nothing with it. There is no effort involved, no awareness needed. The breath and the rain seem to share the same rhythm, moving together in an easy, natural flow. The room feels distant and abstract now, reduced to sensations rather than shapes. Warmth, softness, support, these are the only things that remain clear. The chair holds steadily. The blanket rests gently. The air surrounds everything evenly. The lamp's presence has faded entirely, leaving behind only a sense of comfort and calm. Outside, the rain continues to wash over rooftops, streets, and quiet gardens. Water gathers and moves slowly, following gentle paths, never rushing, never stopping. The sound remains smooth and even, a continuous hush that blends perfectly with the silence of the night. The mind feels deeply settled, open and empty. There are no thoughts forming, no images appearing. Awareness drifts softly, without direction, without intention. It feels like floating, supported from every side, with nothing to hold on to and nothing to let go of. The sense of time has completely dissolved. There is no awareness of minutes passing or hours unfolding. The night feels endless and spacious, offering as much rest as is needed. The present moment stretches gently, without edges, without change. The blanket continues to rise and fall faintly with each breath, its weight constant and reassuring. The sensation is distant but grounding, a soft reminder of warmth and safety. The body remains still, deeply relaxed, settled fully into rest. The rain outside grows slightly softer again, smoothing into an even quieter hush. There are no sudden sounds, no variations that demand attention. The consistency feels soothing, almost hypnotic, guiding awareness deeper into stillness. Breathing remains slow and natural, each breath nourishing and restorative. The body feels warm and heavy, as though it has sunk into a place of complete ease. The mind floats quietly, suspended in calm, with no need to think or notice. Outside, the world remains asleep under the rain, streets empty, lights dim, movement paused. Inside, the house continues to hold its quiet, protective, and steady. Everything feels aligned, balanced, and at peace. The sound of rain becomes the only clear presence now, a soft, continuous guide through the night. It carries awareness gently, effortlessly, deeper and deeper into rest, without resistance, without effort. And in this small, cozy house, surrounded by steady rain and gentle warmth, sleep continues to deepen naturally, softly, endlessly, held securely by the unbroken rhythm of rain and the peaceful stillness of the night. The rain keeps falling in its calm, unbroken way, as if the night itself is breathing slowly and evenly. The sound no longer rises or falls, it simply remains, steady and soft, filling the darkness with a sense of reassurance. It feels timeless, as though this gentle rain has always been here and will continue long after awareness drifts away. Inside the house, everything is completely still. The warmth feels settled and constant, resting evenly through the air and surfaces. The body remains deeply relaxed, heavy in a comforting way, supported without effort. There is no awareness of posture or position anymore, only a sense of being held securely and comfortably. Breathing continues on its own, quiet and smooth. Each inhale is slow and deep, each exhale longer and softer, dissolving gently into the silence. The breath no longer draws attention, it simply happens, naturally, like the rain outside. The rhythm feels familiar and soothing, guiding everything deeper into rest. The room exists now only as a feeling. There are no clear edges, no sharp details. Warmth, softness, and safety blend together into one continuous sensation. The chair, the blanket, the quiet air all merge into a single sense of ease. Nothing needs to be noticed. Nothing needs to change. Outside, rainwater flows quietly along unseen paths, collecting and moving without sound beyond its gentle hush. Streets, gardens, rooftops all rest under the same soft rain, washed and calmed. The world feels still and peaceful, wrapped entirely in night. The mind remains open and quiet, free of thought. There are no memories, no plans, no images forming. Awareness feels light and distant, floating gently, without direction. It feels effortless to remain here, suspended in calm, with nothing to attend to. Time has completely lost its meaning. There is no sense of how long the rain has been falling or how long the night will last. The moment stretches smoothly, without beginning or end. The night feels endless in the most comforting way, offering unlimited space for rest. The blanket continues to move faintly with each breath, its presence reassuring and familiar. The sensation is subtle now, barely noticeable, yet deeply grounding. The body remains still and relaxed, settled fully into deep rest. The rain softens even more, becoming a uniform, silky sound that fills every quiet space. There are no breaks, no variations, only continuity. The sound feels like a gentle guide, leading awareness slowly downward, deeper into calm. Breathing stays slow and even, perfectly matched to the rhythm of the rain. Each breath feels nourishing, restoring. The body feels warm, heavy, and completely at ease. The mind drifts freely, without effort or intention. Outside, the world continues to sleep under the rain, untouched and quiet. Inside, the house remains steady and protective, holding the warmth and stillness without change. Everything feels balanced and complete. The sound of rain remains the only clear presence now, a soft, continuous flow that carries the night forward. It wraps gently around awareness, easing it further and further into rest. And in this quiet, cozy house, surrounded by endless rain and gentle warmth, sleep deepens naturally and peacefully, carried on by the steady rhythm of rain and the calm, unbroken stillness of the night. The rain continues to fall in a calm, steady rhythm, never changing, never asking for attention. It feels like the night has settled into this sound and decided to remain here, suspended in gentle motion. The rain is no longer something that happens outside the house. It has become part of the silence itself, a soft layer beneath every moment of rest. Inside, the house feels deeply settled, as though it too has exhaled and relaxed. The warmth is even and constant, resting quietly in the air, the walls, the floor. Nothing feels cool or sharp. Everything feels softened, rounded by time and stillness. The body remains completely supported, heavy in a comforting way, resting without effort or awareness. Breathing moves slowly and naturally, without direction or thought. Each inhale arrives gently, filling the body with calm. Each exhale drifts out longer than the last, carrying nothing with it, leaving only ease behind. The breath feels synchronized with the rain, as though both are following the same quiet rhythm, steady and unbroken. The room has faded into a simple feeling now. There are no distinct objects, no sharp outlines. Warmth, softness, and safety blend together seamlessly. The chair, the blanket, the air all feel like one continuous support, holding everything in place without pressure. There is no need to notice anything. Everything is already as it should be. Outside, rainwater moves slowly across rooftops and along the ground, gathering and flowing without sound beyond its gentle hush. Streets remain empty, washed clean and quiet. Gardens rest under the rain, leaves heavy with water, earth dark and calm. The world feels paused, as if it is resting deeply beneath the steady fall of rain. The mind remains open and still, free of thoughts, free of images. Nothing arises to be followed. Nothing fades because nothing forms. Awareness feels distant and light, floating gently without direction. There is no effort required to stay here. The calm holds everything easily. Time feels completely dissolved now. There is no sense of how long the night has been unfolding or how much remains. The moment stretches smoothly, without edges or movement. The night feels vast and unchanging, offering as much rest as needed, without limit. The blanket rises and falls faintly with each breath, its presence subtle yet reassuring. The sensation of touch is distant but grounding, a quiet reminder of warmth and safety. The body remains still and deeply relaxed, settled fully into rest. The rain outside softens even further, becoming a uniform, silky sound that fills every quiet space. There are no breaks in its rhythm, no sudden changes. The consistency feels soothing and predictable, guiding awareness gently downward, deeper into calm. Breathing remains slow and effortless, each breath nourishing and restorative. The body feels warm, heavy, and completely at ease, as if it has sunk into the most comfortable position possible. The mind drifts freely, without intention, without awareness of drifting. Outside, the world continues to sleep under the rain, untouched and quiet. Lights remain dim, movement paused. Inside, the house holds its warmth and stillness steadily, protective and calm. Everything feels aligned, balanced, complete. The sound of rain becomes the only clear presence, a soft, continuous flow that carries the night forward without effort. It wraps gently around awareness, easing it deeper and deeper into rest, like a slow-moving current. The sense of self feels lighter now, less defined, blending into the calm of the room and the sound of rain. There is no need to think, no need to remember, no need to anticipate. The present moment holds everything gently. The rain continues, patient and unchanging, falling softly against the roof and windows, sliding along unseen paths. Its sound feels close and intimate, as though it is falling just beyond the walls, just for this quiet house, just for this moment of rest. Breathing stays slow and steady, perfectly matched to the rain. Each inhale feels cool and smooth. Each exhale feels warm and releasing. The body remains deeply relaxed, fully supported, held comfortably in stillness. The room feels completely distant now, existing only as warmth and quiet. The chair, the blanket, the air are no longer separate sensations. Everything blends together into one continuous feeling of safety and ease. Time has no meaning here. There is only this gentle stretch of night, unbroken and calm. The rain continues its soft song, guiding everything deeper into rest, without direction, without end. And in this small, cozy house, surrounded by endless rain and gentle warmth, sleep continues to deepen naturally and peacefully, carried onward by the steady, unchanging rhythm of rain and the profound stillness of the night, allowing rest to unfold fully, quietly, and without effort. The rain remains steady, flowing softly through the night, as if it has found a rhythm it intends to keep until morning. It no longer sounds like countless drops, but like a single, continuous presence, smooth and even, filling the darkness with calm. The sound feels familiar and reassuring, something the night knows well, something that has always belonged here. Inside the house, the warmth feels complete and settled. The air is still and gentle, resting lightly against the skin. The body remains deeply relaxed, heavy and supported, with no awareness of effort or position. Muscles are loose, joints soft, every part resting exactly where it belongs. There is no need to move, no impulse to adjust. Stillness feels natural. Breathing continues quietly, almost unnoticed. Each inhale arrives slowly, effortlessly. Each exhale leaves just as gently, dissolving into the calm. The breath feels deep and nourishing, steady and unchanging, perfectly aligned with the sound of rain. The space between breaths feels wide and peaceful, filled only with softness. The room exists now only as a sense of comfort. Shapes and details have faded entirely, leaving behind warmth, safety, and support. The chair holds firmly. The blanket rests lightly. The air surrounds everything evenly. Nothing stands out. Nothing asks to be noticed. Everything blends into a single feeling of ease. Outside, rainwater continues to move quietly across rooftops and along the ground, forming small streams that follow gentle paths. Streets remain empty, washed clean and quiet. Trees and gardens rest beneath the rain, leaves heavy and still. The world feels hushed and calm, as though it too has drifted into deep rest. The mind remains open and silent, free of thoughts, free of images. There is no inner movement, no commentary, no memory forming. Awareness feels distant and light, floating without direction, supported by the steady rhythm of rain. There is nothing to hold on to and nothing to release. Time has completely disappeared. There is no sense of night passing or morning approaching. The moment stretches smoothly, endlessly, without beginning or end. The night feels vast and gentle, offering unlimited space for rest, without expectation. The blanket continues to rise and fall faintly with each breath, its weight subtle but grounding. The sensation is distant, almost abstract, yet deeply comforting. The body remains still and relaxed, settled fully into deep rest. The rain softens even further, becoming a smooth, uniform hush that fills every quiet space. There are no pauses, no changes, only continuity. The sound feels like a gentle guide, leading awareness slowly and effortlessly deeper into calm. Breathing stays slow and steady, each breath restoring and soothing. The body feels warm, heavy, and completely at ease, as if it has sunk into rest entirely. The mind drifts freely, without thought or awareness of drifting. Outside, the world continues to sleep beneath the rain, untouched and quiet. Inside, the house remains steady and protective, holding warmth and stillness without change. Everything feels balanced, settled, complete. The rain sound becomes the only clear presence now, a soft, continuous flow that carries the night forward. It wraps gently around awareness, easing it deeper and deeper into rest, like a calm current with no destination. The sense of self softens further, becoming lighter, less defined, blending into the quiet of the room and the sound of rain. There is no need to think, no need to remember, no need to anticipate. The present moment holds everything gently. The rain continues its patient fall, sliding softly along the roof and windows, flowing along unseen paths. Its sound feels close and intimate, as though it is falling just beyond the walls, just for this quiet house, just for this moment of deep rest. Breathing remains slow and effortless, perfectly matched to the rain. Each inhale feels cool and smooth. Each exhale feels warm and releasing. The body stays deeply relaxed, fully supported, held comfortably in stillness. The room feels completely distant now, existing only as warmth and quiet. The chair, the blanket, the air no longer feel separate. Everything blends together into one continuous sense of safety and ease. There is no awareness of time, no awareness of space. Only the steady rain remains, soft and unbroken, guiding everything gently downward into deeper rest. The night stretches on, calm and unchanged. And in this small, cozy house, wrapped in endless rain and gentle warmth, sleep continues to deepen naturally and peacefully, carried onward by the steady rhythm of rain and the profound stillness of the night, allowing rest to remain complete, quiet, and effortless. The rain stays exactly the same, calm and unwavering, like a soft breath that never ends. It feels as though the night has settled into this sound completely, trusting it to carry everything forward. There is no change in its rhythm, no rise or fall, only a smooth, continuous presence that fills the darkness gently. Inside the house, the stillness feels complete and settled, as if nothing has moved for a very long time. The warmth rests quietly in the air, steady and comforting. The body remains deeply relaxed, heavy in the most soothing way, supported without effort. There is no awareness of where the body begins or ends, only a sense of being held securely. Breathing continues on its own, slow and quiet. Each inhale arrives softly, without being noticed. Each exhale leaves just as gently, dissolving into the calm. The breath feels perfectly matched to the rain, moving together in an easy, natural rhythm. The space between breaths feels wide and peaceful, filled with nothing at all. The room no longer exists as a place, only as a feeling. Warmth, softness, and safety blend together into one continuous sensation. There are no objects to notice, no details to focus on. Everything has faded into comfort, into ease, into quiet. Outside, rainwater continues to flow slowly and patiently, following its own gentle paths. Rooftops glisten briefly before the water slides away. Streets remain empty, washed clean and silent. Gardens rest beneath the rain, leaves still, soil dark and calm. The world feels deeply asleep, wrapped in water and night. The mind remains completely quiet. No thoughts form. No images appear. Awareness feels distant and light, floating effortlessly without direction. There is nothing to attend to, nothing to release. Calm holds everything naturally. Time feels entirely absent now. There is no sense of how long this moment has lasted or how long it will continue. The night feels endless and spacious, offering rest without limit. The present moment stretches smoothly, without edges or movement. The blanket continues to rise and fall faintly with each breath, its presence subtle yet grounding. The sensation of touch is distant, almost abstract, but deeply reassuring. The body remains still and relaxed, settled fully into deep rest. The rain outside smooths into an even softer hush, as if it has reached its quietest point. There are no changes, no interruptions, only continuity. The sound feels like a gentle guide, leading awareness downward, deeper into calm without effort. Breathing remains slow and effortless, nourishing and restoring. The body feels warm, heavy, and completely at ease, as if it has sunk fully into rest. The mind drifts freely, without awareness of drifting. Outside, the world continues to sleep beneath the rain, untouched and silent. Inside, the house holds its warmth and stillness steadily, protective and calm. Everything feels balanced, settled, complete. The rain becomes the only clear presence, a soft, unbroken flow that carries the night forward. It wraps gently around awareness, easing it deeper and deeper into rest, like a slow current with no destination. The sense of self softens even more now, becoming lighter and less defined, blending into the sound of rain and the warmth of the night. There is no need to think, no need to remember, no need to anticipate. The moment holds everything gently. The rain continues its patient fall, sliding softly along the roof and windows, flowing along unseen paths. Its sound feels close and intimate, as though it exists only for this quiet house, only for this moment of deep rest. Breathing stays slow and steady, perfectly matched to the rain. Each inhale feels smooth and calm. Each exhale feels warm and releasing. The body remains deeply relaxed, fully supported, held comfortably in stillness. The room feels completely distant now, existing only as warmth and quiet. The chair, the blanket, the air no longer feel separate. Everything blends together into one continuous sense of safety and ease. There is no awareness of time, no awareness of space. Only the steady rain remains, soft and unbroken, guiding everything gently downward into deeper rest. The night stretches on, calm and unchanged. And in this small, cozy house, surrounded by endless rain and gentle warmth, rest remains deep and complete, allowing sleep to hold naturally and peacefully, carried on and on by the steady rhythm of rain and the profound, unbroken stillness of the night. The rain continues in the same gentle, uninterrupted way, like a soft veil drawn across the night and never lifted. It feels steady and dependable, a sound that asks nothing and gives calm in return. The night seems content to rest within this rhythm, letting everything remain exactly as it is. Inside the house, the warmth feels complete, settled deeply into the air and walls. Nothing shifts. Nothing changes. The body remains fully relaxed, heavy and comfortable, supported without effort. There is no awareness of limbs or posture anymore, only a sense of being gently held, secure and at ease. Breathing moves slowly and quietly, almost invisible. Each inhale arrives on its own, smooth and unforced. Each exhale fades just as softly, dissolving into the stillness. The breath and the rain feel connected now, moving together in a shared, peaceful rhythm. The pauses between breaths feel wide and calm, filled with nothing at all. The room no longer exists as a space, only as a feeling. Warmth, softness, and safety blend together completely. There are no edges, no objects, no details to notice. Everything has softened into a single sense of comfort, quiet, and rest. Outside, the rain continues to wash gently over the sleeping world. Water moves along rooftops and pathways, gathering and flowing without urgency. Streets remain empty and silent. Trees and gardens rest beneath the rain, leaves still and heavy, earth dark and calm. The entire world feels deeply asleep. The mind remains silent and open. No thoughts form. No images appear. Awareness floats lightly, without direction or effort, as though resting on the surface of calm water. There is nothing to do, nothing to release, nothing to hold. Time has lost all meaning here. There is no sense of night passing or morning approaching. The moment stretches endlessly, smooth and unbroken. The night feels vast and gentle, offering rest without limit or expectation. The blanket continues to rise and fall faintly with each breath, its presence subtle but grounding. The sensation of touch is distant, almost abstract, yet deeply reassuring. The body remains still and relaxed, settled fully into deep, effortless rest. The rain outside becomes even softer, smoothing into a quiet, continuous hush. There are no changes in its rhythm, no interruptions, only constancy. The sound feels like a gentle guide, carrying awareness slowly downward, deeper into calm without resistance. Breathing remains slow and natural, nourishing and restoring. The body feels warm, heavy, and completely at ease, as if it has settled into rest entirely. The mind drifts freely, without awareness of drifting, without thought. Outside, the world continues to sleep beneath the rain, untouched and silent. Inside, the house remains steady and protective, holding warmth and stillness without change. Everything feels balanced, settled, complete. The rain becomes the only clear presence now, a soft, unbroken flow that carries the night forward. It wraps gently around awareness, easing it deeper and deeper into rest, like a calm current with no destination. The sense of self softens even more, becoming lighter and less defined, blending into the sound of rain and the warmth of the night. There is no need to think, no need to remember, no need to anticipate. The moment holds everything gently. The rain continues its patient fall, sliding softly along the roof and windows, flowing along unseen paths. Its sound feels close and intimate, as though it exists only for this quiet house, only for this deep and peaceful moment. Breathing stays slow and steady, perfectly matched to the rain. Each inhale feels smooth and calm. Each exhale feels warm and releasing. The body remains deeply relaxed, fully supported, held comfortably in stillness. The room feels completely distant now, existing only as warmth and quiet. The chair, the blanket, the air no longer feel separate. Everything blends together into one continuous sense of safety and ease. There is no awareness of time, no awareness of space. Only the steady rain remains, soft and unbroken, guiding everything gently downward into deeper rest. The night stretches on, calm and unchanged. And in this small, cozy house, wrapped in endless rain and gentle warmth, rest remains deep and complete, allowing sleep to continue holding naturally and peacefully, carried onward by the steady rhythm of rain and the profound, unbroken stillness of the night. The rain remains exactly as it has been, calm and constant, like a quiet companion that never leaves. It feels as though the night has settled fully into this sound, trusting it to carry everything forward without effort. There is no change in its rhythm, no need for variation. The rain simply continues, soft and reassuring. Inside the house, the stillness feels complete and undisturbed. The warmth is steady, resting gently in the air, wrapping around everything without pressure. The body remains deeply relaxed, heavy and comfortable, supported so fully that there is no awareness of effort at all. It feels as though the body has been resting like this forever. Breathing flows quietly, naturally, without attention. Each inhale arrives smoothly, each exhale fades gently away. The breath feels deep and nourishing, moving in perfect harmony with the rain outside. The pauses between breaths feel spacious and calm, filled with silence and ease. The sense of the room has faded even further now. There are no shapes or boundaries, no objects to recognize. Only warmth, softness, and safety remain. Everything blends together into a single, continuous feeling of comfort, like being wrapped in a gentle cocoon of quiet. Outside, rainwater continues its slow, patient movement. It slides along rooftops, drifts across pavement, and settles into the earth below. Streets stay empty, washed clean and silent. Trees and gardens remain still, resting beneath the soft fall of rain. The world feels deeply asleep, undisturbed. The mind remains completely quiet. No thoughts appear. No images form. Awareness feels light and distant, floating without direction, without effort. There is nothing to focus on, nothing to let go of. Calm holds everything gently in place. Time no longer exists here. There is no sense of before or after, no awareness of passing moments. The night stretches endlessly, smooth and unbroken, offering rest without limit. This moment feels eternal in the most comforting way. The blanket continues to rise and fall faintly with each breath, its presence subtle yet reassuring. The sensation of touch feels distant, almost unreal, but deeply grounding. The body remains still and settled, fully immersed in deep rest. The rain softens into an even quieter hush, smoothing into a seamless background of sound. There are no pauses, no changes, only continuity. The sound feels like a gentle guide, carrying awareness slowly and effortlessly downward. Breathing remains slow and steady, each breath restoring and calming. The body feels warm, heavy, and completely at ease, as if it has sunk entirely into rest. The mind drifts freely, without awareness of drifting. Outside, the world continues to sleep beneath the rain, silent and calm. Inside, the house remains steady and protective, holding warmth and stillness without change. Everything feels balanced, settled, complete. The rain becomes the only clear presence, a soft, unbroken flow that carries the night forward. It wraps gently around awareness, easing it deeper and deeper into rest, like a slow, endless current. The sense of self softens further, becoming lighter, less defined, blending into the warmth and the sound of rain. There is no need to think, no need to remember, no need to anticipate. The moment holds everything quietly. The rain continues its patient fall, sliding softly along the roof and windows, flowing along unseen paths. Its sound feels close and intimate, as though it exists only for this quiet house, only for this deep, peaceful moment. Breathing stays slow and effortless, perfectly matched to the rain. Each inhale feels smooth and calm. Each exhale feels warm and releasing. The body remains deeply relaxed, fully supported, held comfortably in stillness. The room has disappeared entirely now, leaving only warmth and quiet. The chair, the blanket, the air no longer feel separate. Everything blends into one continuous sense of safety and ease. There is no awareness of time, no awareness of space. Only the steady rain remains, soft and unbroken, guiding everything gently into deeper rest. The night continues, calm and unchanged. And in this small, cozy house, surrounded by endless rain and gentle warmth, sleep remains deep and peaceful, holding steadily, carried onward by the soft rhythm of rain and the profound stillness of the night. The rain continues without interruption, calm and unhurried, as though it has settled into a promise to last through the entire night. It feels smooth and even now, a soft, continuous presence that fills the darkness gently. The sound no longer draws attention, it simply exists, steady and reassuring, carrying everything along with it. Inside the house, the quiet feels complete. The warmth remains constant, resting lightly in the air and on every surface. The body stays deeply relaxed, heavy and supported, with no awareness of movement or effort. There is a sense of sinking gently into comfort, as if the body has found the deepest possible place to rest. Breathing continues softly, slow and natural. Each inhale comes easily, without thought. Each exhale drifts out just as gently, dissolving into the stillness. The breath feels perfectly aligned with the rain, moving together in an effortless rhythm. The pauses between breaths feel wide and peaceful, filled only with calm. The sense of space has faded almost entirely now. There is no clear room, no edges, no objects. Only warmth and quiet remain, blending together into one continuous feeling of safety and ease. Everything feels softened, distant, unimportant. Outside, rainwater continues to move patiently, flowing along unseen paths. Rooftops glisten briefly before the water slides away. Streets remain empty and silent, washed clean beneath the rain. Trees and gardens rest quietly, leaves still, earth calm and dark. The world feels deeply asleep, wrapped gently in night. The mind remains silent and open. No thoughts appear. No images form. Awareness feels light and far away, floating gently without direction. There is nothing to attend to, nothing to release. Calm holds everything naturally. Time has completely dissolved. There is no sense of hours passing or moments changing. The night feels endless and smooth, offering rest without limit. The present moment stretches quietly, without beginning or end. The blanket continues to rise and fall faintly with each breath, its presence subtle and reassuring. The sensation of touch feels distant, almost abstract, yet grounding. The body remains still and relaxed, settled fully into deep, effortless rest. The rain outside softens even more, becoming a uniform hush that fills every quiet space. There are no changes, no interruptions, only continuity. The sound feels like a gentle guide, carrying awareness slowly and effortlessly downward. Breathing remains slow and steady, nourishing and restoring. The body feels warm, heavy, and completely at ease, as if it has melted into rest. The mind drifts freely, without awareness of drifting, without thought. Outside, the world continues to sleep beneath the rain, untouched and silent. Inside, the house remains steady and protective, holding warmth and stillness without change. Everything feels balanced, settled, complete. The rain becomes the only clear presence now, a soft, unbroken flow that carries the night forward. It wraps gently around awareness, easing it deeper and deeper into rest, like a calm current with no destination. The sense of self softens further, becoming lighter and less defined, blending into the sound of rain and the warmth of the night. There is no need to think, no need to remember, no need to anticipate. The moment holds everything gently. The rain continues its patient fall, sliding softly along the roof and windows, flowing along unseen paths. Its sound feels close and intimate, as though it exists only for this quiet house, only for this moment of deep rest. Breathing stays slow and effortless, perfectly matched to the rain. Each inhale feels smooth and calm. Each exhale feels warm and releasing. The body remains deeply relaxed, fully supported, held comfortably in stillness. There is no awareness of time, no awareness of space. Only the steady rain remains, soft and unbroken, guiding everything gently into deeper rest. The night stretches on, calm and unchanged, and sleep continues to hold quietly, securely, carried onward by the endless rhythm of rain and the peaceful stillness of the night. The rain continues softly, steady and unchanging, as if it has become part of the night itself. It no longer feels like a sound coming from outside, but like a gentle atmosphere that surrounds everything, inside and out. The rhythm is smooth and even, carrying the night forward without effort, without interruption. Inside the house, everything remains deeply settled. The warmth is constant, calm, and reassuring. The body stays completely at rest, heavy and supported, no longer aware of shape or position. There is nothing left to release, nothing left to soften. Everything has already settled into its most peaceful state. Breathing continues quietly on its own. Each inhale arrives slow and gentle. Each exhale fades away just as softly. The breath feels distant now, automatic and effortless, moving in perfect harmony with the rain. The spaces between breaths feel wide and empty, filled only with stillness. The sense of the room has dissolved completely. There are no walls, no furniture, no edges. Only warmth and quiet remain. The feeling of safety is total and unquestioned, like being wrapped in something soft and familiar. Awareness drifts without direction, without effort, supported entirely by calm. Outside, the rain continues its patient fall, washing the sleeping world without disturbance. Streets remain empty. Lights remain dim. Trees and gardens rest beneath the steady water, unmoving and peaceful. The world feels held in the same deep rest as everything inside the house. The mind remains silent and open. No thoughts form. No images appear. There is nothing to follow and nothing to release. Awareness feels light, distant, and still, floating gently in quiet. Time has no presence here. There is no sense of beginning or ending, no awareness of passing moments. The night feels endless and smooth, offering rest without limit. Everything exists in one continuous, calm moment. The rain softens into a seamless hush, smooth and unbroken. It feels like a gentle guide, carrying awareness slowly downward, deeper and deeper into rest. Nothing resists. Nothing interrupts. Breathing remains slow and steady, perfectly matched to the rain. The body feels warm, heavy, and completely at ease, settled fully into sleep. The mind drifts quietly, without awareness, without effort. And in this small, cozy house, surrounded by gentle rain and steady warmth, rest is complete. The night holds everything softly and securely, as sleep deepens fully and naturally, carried onward by the endless rhythm of rain and the profound, peaceful stillness of the night.